Yo, 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 it's your boy, Mikey Mike's Tarot. Hey, Marley, how you doing? How's Papa Dog? I laugh when you put up the video of him sleeping on his bed. Papa Dog, my buddy Papa Dog. Papa Dog, Papa Dog. That dang dog is on my couch with the comfort on it. He keeps getting up there, so I give up. He probably just wants to be next to you guys, or he wants some loves. Poor Papa Dog. I swear, if Diamond can climb these steps and go up to my bedroom, she would. But she hates steps. She's terrified of steps. She'll never go up there. If she was probably younger, she probably would try it. But she's older now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely glad. I've trained her to stay the hell down here. I don't want her up in my room. Hell no. I don't want nobody sleeping with me. I want to sleep alone in peace. She's been very good lately with everything. She's just been good. She's a lot calmer now, but she can be annoying here and there, but she's cool. Majority of the time, she's sleeping anyway. Yeah. Sometimes when you have a dog for like a week, like you're having Papa Dog, it makes you realize that you don't really want a dog. Yeah, exactly. See, you took the words right out of my mouth. Hey, Dan, how you doing, bro? So it's all good. Yeah, you can have them part time. Every time you feel like you want an animal, just have one for like a week, and you're like, nah, I'm good. I told my sister, I said, look, don't get a dog. And I told my ex brother in law at the time, I said, you're gonna regret getting this damn dog. I said, dog's a big responsibility. You got two young kids. Don't do it. They were so fucking ignorant and adamant on getting a fucking dog. And I said, you guys are idiots. Now you're gonna see what it's like to have a dog. And they're like, oh, we had a dog before. And then I'm like, okay, how are you gonna take care of a dog and take care of two young toddlers? All right, good. And they were so fucking mad. They were ready to take the dog back after a couple months. They wanted to take her back and get rid of her because all she did was rip everything apart, tear up the yard. She fucked this whole house up. She fucked everything up. The yard had holes in it every day. They would give her like a new blanket and she'd tear the whole blanket apart. This dog was one of the worst dogs in that I've ever seen when she was young. When she was like one, two, three, this dog was a nightmare. I wanted to kill her. But I said, yeah, this is for you guys to learn what a dog's like. And they were regretting it every day. And I said, see, I told you. You guys don't know what a fucking dog is. Well, you'll see. But now she's not like that now. She hasn't been that way forever, but and nobody wanted to walk her. No, that's why she loves me so much now. Because for the past 4 years, I've like, you know, I've taken care of her. So she's like, good, this guy's the best ever. But she's cool now. It's all right. Dogs are dogs. I'd rather have her than have some nasty hoe in my life. So I'm good. Yep. I said, what's a hollow leg? Dan's got all these sayings. You guys thought I had sayings. Dan's got some too. What did I have tonight? Oh yeah, I had takeout with my nephew. I had a burger and fries, and then I had a piece of cake. That was it. We ate early. We ate like 7 o'clock because we wanted to watch the game, and that didn't go so well. My nephew was here watching the game with me, and he left at halftime. Celtics are gone. We're out of the playoff race, which I expected because we lost our best player, so we're all good. I won't be watching no more Celtics until October, but it's all good. It's life. You win, and you don't, and you lose. That's the part of sports. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm just happy. I'm still relishing in the championship from last year, so I'm happy. It's cool. Somebody else committed this year. We'll be back next year. That's all. But tomorrow's my big day because my soccer team, my Portuguese soccer team, Sporting, if they win tomorrow, they win the league, and it'll be a back-to-back championship. So that's more important to me than the Celtics winning because that's like my first ever team that I supported with my dad. Like that's my dad's favorite team, and it's also mine. So we'll see. You were the youngest, Dan? Oh man. Yeah, I'm not the youngest. I'm the second youngest. But nah, I'm not angry. I don't get like that. If somebody's aggravating me and they're taunting me, I'll be angry and I'll knock them the fuck out or something. But nobody could really talk shit to me because the Celtics are the best team in the world. We have the most championships and we're the best. So ain't nobody can talk no shit to me. There ain't no team that's the only team that's close to us is the Lakers, but they can't even say anything because they got knocked out the first round. Nobody ain't really gonna talk no shit to me about Celtics because they'll get demolished. But some people break their TVs and throw tantrums. I'm not like that. I don't really care. Like you win, you lose, you lose. I'm a sports freak, but I'm not like obsessed with winning and losing. It don't phase me too much. I mean, I'll get up. I was upset because we lost, but I'm not gonna like not come live and go sleep and cry and shit. Man, I'm 48 years old. I've seen a lot of L's and I've seen a lot of W's. I've seen a lot of wins, championships. My teams have been great the past couple years, so it don't phase me. Dan said he had a green horn out of his head. Now, I used to be very, angry when my teams lose when I was younger, but not no time now. I'm good. Like, I'll get pissed off here and there, but It's cool. I don't really care like that. I love my teams and I'm very passionate about sports, but I'm not gonna be all upset and break my TV and throw shit around and shout and go crazy and all that. Yeah. Some people would have turned the game off because we were losing by 30 and we lost by 30. We lost by 30 points and it's bad, but we had our best players gone injured, so we couldn't do anything. Without him, we're fucked anyway, so it proved it today. Well, at least we didn't get, swept. We still won two out of six. So it happens. We weren't really at full strength. So it's all good. It don't bother me. Tomorrow means more to me. So if my Portuguese team loses tomorrow, I'll be devastated. I'll probably be like depressed for a bit. But if they win, I'm gonna be the happiest mofo on earth. I'll be so happy tomorrow when they win. Oh my god. Oh, I can't wait. I just hope that that happens. That means more to me than tonight, so it don't phase me. I'm good. And some people would like take down all the shit. Like, see, I still have all my championship stuff up. I'm still gonna wear it. Like, I'm not like one of those fair weather fans. And I love my team. I always wear my team no matter what. I don't care what anybody says. Because usually the people who run their mouth to me, their teams are not better than mine. So I don't care. I'll just rub it in their face that they don't have, championships like my team. And even if they do, I'll joke around. I'm not gonna get all personal and shit. I ain't making millions of dollars by watching them. Yeah, it's crazy because the Atlanta Braves beat the Red Sox today 4-2. So the Celtics lost, the Red Sox lost. But I'm still gonna like wrap them and wear the hats and shit. I'm wearing a Patriots hat right now, and the Patriots got a beat down this year, but it don't phase me. I'm still gonna wear my team. My team is my team. I don't care if they lose or not. But I don't fucking care. It's cool. I'm not that type of person that gets all crazy and shit. I'm disappointed, obviously. Everybody wants to win, but it doesn't work that way. You know? If I can see my team win a championship, multiple championships in my lifetime, I'm happy. And I have. I've seen all my teams win. So I'm happy as shit. I've seen a lot. I've been to a lot of championship games. I've seen all my teams. I've seen them win, so it don't phase me. I'm good. No, I don't want to break my TV or shout at the TV or you know have a heart attack from fucking cheering and like getting mad and shit, throwing away my Celtic shit or throw away things or throw shit in the trash. I'm not like that. I'm good. I'm a lot more you know I'm older now. I don't feel like doing that shit. It's unnecessary. But I know a lot of people that go off it. They're like too passionate, especially American football. I've seen American football fans like really go off and then they break shit and they want to fight you and I don't. That's why I don't really watch American football like that. I'll watch Patriots play every now and then, but I'm not like a diehard fan to watch American football. It's not really my favorite thing to watch, but I'm more of a soccer and basketball person. Yeah, in Bermuda, we have a lot of soccer fans. Soccer is our main sport. Like everybody here loves like English football. Like we call it football, but you guys call it soccer. But yeah, like we like the English Premier League. It's soccer. We watch that. The biggest teams in the world play. Some of the biggest teams in the world play there. Here in Bermuda, it's more of like soccer. Not too many people like basketball here. There's a lot of NFL fans here. They love American football here. There's a lot of Cowboys fans here, which are not my. I hate the Cowboys anyway, but there's not many Patriots fans here. But I used to wear my Patriots stuff, and they won the championship many times in the last 10 years. They hated me. They hated seeing me. They hated Tom Brady. They hated the Patriots. They fucking hated me. When they saw me coming, they were like, "Yeah, fuck you, fuck the Patriots. I can't stand those bastards." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, keep watching this. The Patriots slap the shit out of you." But now the Patriots suck. So, they all talk shit to me and I can handle it. It's cool. I've been talking trash for years. So it's all good. I'm not really a type of person to provoke people either. I don't really provoke anybody to a team and talk shit to them and stuff. I'll congratulate them. I actually did it the other day. I was at the grocery store and there's a team called Liverpool that won the league in England. And they're my team's rivals. And my team was really shitty this year. And I went up to him and congratulated him. I said, I'm a Manchester United fan, but congratulations on winning the league. And he goes, "Yeah, I appreciate that." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks, bro." I said, "You cool, yeah, congratulations. You deserve it." I'm cool like that. I ain't really worrying about no fighting nobody and provoking nobody and telling their team's trash or they got lucky. Fuck that shit, man. I just want to have fun. You won this year, I'll get you next year. It's cool. Yeah, so good. I watched the Celtics get battered just now, and I still watch it right up to the last second. I'm not one of those people that turn off the TV and say, "Yeah, fuck these guys. I don't want to see them." That's the last game of the season for us, so I'm gonna watch it even though we got beat up. It's cool. I'm still gonna watch it. My nephew left. Everybody's gone. They're like, "Fuck the Celtics." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it." Yeah, it's cool. You gotta watch the losses too. It's called supporting your team. Then one day when you win, you get to, be happy and gloat and everything else. It's cool. It don't bother me like that. I always tell everybody I will always support my team no matter what. And I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna like get so mad where it's gonna ruin my life. I'm not the one making 30, $40 million a year. You can't pay me enough to cry about that shit or get mad about that. That's your problem, not mine. I'm just a hardcore fan, but I'm not gonna like beat up somebody because they talk shit, or I'm not gonna throw away all my gear and all that. These people be acting crazy. When I go on TikTok and Instagram, you can see like people getting mad when their teams would lose and they grab the TV off the wall and they beat the shit out of the TV or throw it all over the place. Or I'm saying these people are crazy. Fuck is wrong with you, man? Don't do that shit. You getting angry for nothing. It happens. There's some teams out there that ain't won shit and they get heartbroken every year. Actually, I don't even know what happened to the. Do you know what happened in the hockey game, Dan? The Maple Leafs, the Toronto event. I know a lot of Toronto Maple Leaf fans here in Bermuda. If they lost today, they probably they won. So it's tied at 3-3. Shit. So they must be doing cartwheels in Toronto. A lot of my Toronto friends, they're like, "Man, we have to win tonight or else we're gone." That's cool. Or at least they won. Now they play on Sunday. They play game 7 against the Panthers. That's good. I'm glad Toronto won. All my Toronto friends are happy. That's good. I was wondering if they won. Here in Bermuda, there's a lot of like people, Canadian people, and there's a lot of people here that are fans of certain sports that I know. It makes the world go round. So Marley, I saw your post today and commented on it for Emmy. I'm so glad that she won another award. That's very good. So is that like, because here we have like honors. So what is that like? That's like getting honors in school. I meant to ask you that because here, like at my nephew's school, in the school I used to go to, like if you got a certain percentage, it counts as it's called honors. First honors, second honors. It's called honors or merits. In the government school, they call it merits. But I think hers was called G something, GTM, whatever. Or maybe that's even different still. Oh hell no. Okay. Shit. Hmm. Oh, honors program. Okay. Oh, cool. She got the second highest. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, grade. That's what it's called. Grade point average. Yeah. Yeah, my nephews next door, they've gotten first honors and second honors. I don't know how. I think they're gonna get second honors, both of them, or first. I can't remember, but still got exams coming up next month. But they're both doing very good in school. They both have like in their 80s, so that's good. Another month and my nephew graduates. Can't believe I'm even saying that. That's crazy. But my oldest sister's youngest, he's 19. He actually goes 20 next week on the 25th or 26th, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, he's 19 and he just came back from college in Toronto and he's already working at a very good company. They both got good jobs. My sister's a teacher, so she had to make sure both her sons went to college like she did and get good jobs, which is good. I'm happy for him. And my brother's two boys, one works full time. He's like 20. What is he, 20? He goes 21 in August, yeah. And then the 19-year-old, no, 18-year-old, he's an Aquarius like me. And he went to college, Bermuda College, and he's going to be an actuary. And he might even go to He might go to college in California the end of the year. So hopefully he does. That'll be nice. He's working now, trying to build up some money to go college. But he has a scholarship, so all he really has to do is pay for like his home and board, like where he lives and stuff. Yeah, he's willing to do it though. It's a top-notch college in California that it's actually like $60,000 a year, but he got a scholarship to go there, and he got a scholarship I think for like 3 years, and he doesn't even have to pay hardly anything. Yeah, he was like the number one kid in his class. He had the highest grade, highest average, first honors. He's smart as shit. But the problem is my brother's a loser with no money, so he can't put him through college, and he has to like work to see if he can make enough money to pay for one semester and see how it goes. So we'll see. I wish I had like millions of dollars. I would send them out there for him, but it's not my responsibility to take care of other people's kids. But my brother's an idiot. But yeah, he's thinking about it. He's trying to save up money so he can pay the difference of the scholarship, which I think it's like 16,000 or something like that. He has to pay. I can't remember what they was telling me, but my mom was telling me about it. He don't say nothing to me. But if we get our inheritance soon, which I hope we do, for his sake, he might use some of that money. Yeah, I wish I could, you know. I wish I could. But with if we get this inheritance money soon, then he can use some of that money to go for at least a year and see if he can like make up, some lost time, or at least go for a year to see how he makes out, you know. He's so fucking smart that he might even do like 2 years in one, or he might, just sail through all the courses and just not have to be there that long, and maybe the it'll pay for itself, or maybe he can get a loan or something. I don't know. I wish I could. If I had the money, I would. But that's my brother's responsibility. My brother should have known better, but that's his problem. Big fight outside the house. Oh shit. Uh oh. Oh shit. Don't get involved, Dan. Call the popo. Call the police. Shit. It's Friday night. See people getting drunk. That's why I stay home Friday nights. Fuck that. No, no. No, no. I'm not getting myself involved with no people getting drunk. I'm having my share of that bullshit. I ain't doing it. No, no. No, no. Call the popo ho. Yeah. I tell everybody says, man, it was good seeing you the other night, man. You gotta keep coming out, man. You gotta play music again. I'm like, no, no. No, no. I said I did that shit for 20 years straight. And I don't want to do it no more. I said I want to do DJing at home online. This summer, I'm gonna do it. I have everything I need. In summertime, when my nephews get out of school at the end of June, they get out, and I'll be free from my duties to deal with them. And then they go away in July. And when they go away in July for 10 days, I'm gonna have peace and quiet around here, and I'm gonna go in the workshop, and I'm gonna play my music and go online, and that's when I'm gonna do everything I want to do. I'm gonna have my peace and quiet. Nobody's gonna be here. I'll have all the time in the world. Be no sports on, no basketball, no foot, no soccer, no nothing. Look, perfect time. I got everything planned out. You all go away, leave me alone, and I'm gonna go and have some fun. Play some music. Yep, I need a break anyway from everybody. Leave me alone. That's the only way I'll be able to play music in peace is if nobody's around here aggravating me. I need to concentrate. I want to like go live and do things and have fun. I need to do the things I want to do. But you know, it's gonna be better for me. And then my youngest nephew, he goes 16 in August, and he's gonna have his motorcycle. He's already got it. He's just gonna be officially on the road. And when he goes to school in September, I don't have to go pick him up because he's gonna have his bike. So he'll be able to. He has his own transportation. So that means no more Marky picking him up every day. Unless it rains, I'll pick him up. But it's summertime and it probably won't rain that much. But yeah, as of September, I won't be picking him up every day. He'll have his own transportation, and my other nephew will be in college. It's going to be peace and quiet. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, boy. I can't wait. That way I can actually do the things that I need to do. I won't have no serious responsibilities and having to pick him up every day and taking him here, taking him there. He'll have his own transportation. So it's perfect. Life will finally be a little better. That way I can concentrate more on myself. So that'll be good. It's just crazy how fast they've grown, how fast time is flown by. We're all getting older, watching our children or watching, well, I don't have children, but watching my nephews grow. They're like mine anyway, but watching them grow and get older and older is insane. It's absolutely crazy. Time's flown by. I can't believe I've been living in this apartment for 15 years. It doesn't even seem like I've been here that long. Time is like completely flown by. It's absolutely crazy. But hey, as we get older, the children get older too. So it's not like everybody stays at the same age, but it does. It's crazy. My oldest nephew is 20, going 22, and my youngest nephew is going 16, and they all gonna have their own transportation. They already, one's graduated from college. They've all. There's only two more left to graduate. And the other one's graduating this year, next month, and then the youngest one graduates in 2 years from now. And then it's gonna be college, and then they're all gonna be all growing up, and I'll be in my 50s. Yeah, that's definitely true, Marley. I can't believe it. I remember being in high school and being like, fuck, I can't wait to get out of here. I can't stand this place. And like, I try not to discourage or talk about my school, escapades, because I want my nephews to go to college and graduate, and I want them to be like successful and have better jobs and things like that. Hey Maria, I'm doing good. How are you? So like they always tell me, oh, Uncle Mark, you didn't graduate, you dropped out of school, you didn't go to college, and look at you, you got your own business. You do all the, you're online doing psychic stuff. You're doing good for somebody who never graduated. And I say, yeah, but it's not meant for everybody. There's some people who have to go to college to get what the job they want. There's no way around it. In order to be a teacher, you gotta go to school. You gotta get a degree, right? Because you're teaching children and you're teaching people. Some even me, like I don't have. I'm an electrician. I've done it for 25 years, but I'm not certified. I don't have like a paper saying you graduated from electrical school. But I can run circles around anybody here that knows electrical. I can do the same thing they do because I've been doing it for so long. So like it's different for certain people. For me, I didn't need to graduate or to go to college because I learned from people, and I learned from people who didn't even have a degree and still don't. And the guy I learned from, they both never went to college and still are not qualified electricians by paperwork. But they're some of the best electricians I know. And you don't have to have a certification to prove who you are. You know. Hey Fiona, how you doing? And I don't want to put that in my nephew's minds that they can also be the same way. I'd rather them, live their own life and take their own path. And they always tell me, I don't want to work hard like you. Hell no. That's what they tell me. I don't want to work hard like you. I'd rather work inside. I can't handle going on ladders and being outside in the sun. I don't want to hook up no electrical stuff because I don't want to get electrocuted. That's what they say to me. They say, you're crazy. I would never be an electrician. What if the electrician does this? And I say, well, I'm good. They say, look, it's life. I said not everybody is gonna have the opportunity to go to college because their parents ain't got no money. But and then some people like to work hard like myself and some people don't. And I said, when I have to work, I'll work. And if I don't, then I'm gonna chill because I bust my ass my whole life. And the thing is, I always find a way to learn something else or to have more knowledge in my life to do certain things, and that's all that matters. Like I'm just trying to you know pass time and enjoy my life. I feel like I've bust my ass so much that I don't need to work hard anymore, and if I do, I will. That's all. It's not a big deal to me. I just don't think that, for me personally, I never needed you know uh paperwork and college and shit. I just learned hands on, which is different. And as long as there's no law saying that I can't do work without being certified, then I'm good. Because if they did, there wouldn't be nobody working. Because there's a lot of electricians I know, they don't have no certification either. And if you do that, you burden everybody. You won't have no electricians to be able to work if you make it mandatory for us to have, you know, uh, certification. So that happened during COVID. They wanted to make it mandatory to have paperwork, but then they looked at how many people who didn't have it. They were like, shit, there's like 70% of the people in Bermuda that are electricians never went to school and learned electrical. They they learn from other people. How the fuck you think our grandfathers and grandparents, you think they had college back then, you jackass? No, they couldn't afford that shit. They just learned from somebody who knew shit. It's called trial and error, dumbass. You know? You learn. Even when you go college, you still gotta learn. And when you go college, all you do is write bullshit and you do paperwork. You don't actually physically out there in the field doing shit. You just have something in front of you and they teach you shit, but you still gotta learn from other people. You can't just go to school and expect to, learn everything. It don't work that way. They teach you the basics and then you gotta go from there. Well, it all depends on what he wants to do, Marley. And sometimes when you're that age, he's what, 18? When I was 18, I didn't know what I wanted either. I wasn't no electrician at 18. I didn't even think I was gonna do electrical at 18. When I was 18, I was a car mechanic. I was in a car mechanic apprentice. And I knew how to work on bikes and cars. I was changing tires. I was working at a gas station. I had just dropped out of school at 17. So like I didn't know what I wanted at 18 either. And then I started doing construction, and then from construction I started to do electrical. So I went from car mechanics to being an electrician in 5 years. Oh no. That's crazy, man. Oh shit. That's crazy. Dang. Dang. Maria, I got your donation. Thanks. That's crazy, man. Oh, I'm glad you guys are okay. Yeah, Marley, at that age, you really don't really know what you want to do. And he just turned 18, right? So it's 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 something that, I'm sure when you were 18, you probably didn't know what you wanted to do either, or you probably didn't think at your age now, when you were at 18, you would think what the heck you was doing either. you know? And even if you did, I'm sure you probably didn't think you turned out the way you did. So at that age, it's kind of like some people know what they want, but then when they do it, they kind of change their life eventually. Some people get fed up. During COVID, a lot of people changed their profession back to what they originally wanted because they couldn't do their profession during COVID. COVID changed the world for good sometimes for some people, because some people like myself, during COVID, I couldn't work at people's houses because you weren't allowed to go, to be around people. So I worked on here, and working on here every day for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight before we weren't on lockdown. We were on lockdown for like a month at one point in time, back to back. So I was on here every day. So so a lot of people, their lives change, and they obviously do other professions. But my advice to every 18-year-old is the more you learn, the more you earn. So that's my advice to your son and to everyone. And I tell my nephews that every day. And that's why I'm in the position I'm in. Because the more I learn, the more I earn. And that's it. It's good to have multiple incomes, multiple jobs, multiple talents. Use all your talents. Never give up, and never like say I can't do something, or You know, I'm good at this, but I'm not sure. But you're never gonna know until you try. And then some people do it for a little while and oh, it's not working. You know, man, fuck that. You gotta keep going. In the next like 2 months, Maria, I don't see you getting like a higher position job just yet because they got other people that want that position. So you and like two other people might be on the list to get like a higher position, but from now until like the end of June, it's still not like clear that you'll get the job. But like there's like maybe there's like three people altogether that are available or they want to have the job, but they're still checking to see what's going on. So to get a higher position from now until the end of June, I would say it's still going to be like off and on, and there's still got other people they want. They're like trying to figure out who they really want to take the position, or who they're going to offer it to. Now in July, there might be a position. There might in July you might have a chance to get something better. So I would say you might have to wait till like July-ish. But from now until the end of June, no. But July it looks a little bit more promising. In July, you might get like a better position or a better situation. I got better cards for that. Okay, well there you go. July looks better, but not right now. I swear, I smell like spirit must be around because I'm smelling like some minty type of perfume or like I don't know the fuck that is. I got a whiff of that shit just now. It's almost like somebody just got out of the shower or something. You smell that fresh type of minty, soapy smell. Mm, that was crazy. Like I smell like soap, like fresh soap. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I ain't took no shower. Like, you was taking a shower. I smell like soap and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I just felt smell like someone just got out of the shower. I'm like, damn, your ass. Oh, you. Saying too. Like, I smell somebody strongly, like soap. I'm like, dang, I ain't even got no soap around me. My soap's in the fucking. I ain't even using no soap. I'm smelling myself saying I ain't even got a shower there. Like, I got my shower in the morning, so I'm saying ain't my shirt either. I smell like soap. I'm like, dang, I got a whiff of that. I was like, what the fuck? All right, between you and Walton. Um, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I smell like a soapy smell, but it's very strong. I still smell it. So weird. Anyway, sometimes I get those smells from people. Usually it's like spirit. So maybe a spirit was watching you shower. No, I'm just teasing. All right, between you and Walter, I'm getting that, he's trying to release himself from all the stress. Looks like he's dealing with family stuff. Um, like he might be hanging around his family. Maybe he's got like a brother or a sister or a family member, mother. Maybe he's like hanging out with them, feeling a little better, feeling like family-ish, family people, family stuff going on with him. Um, he's kind of like indecisive about you guys. Like he's kind of like he doesn't want to feel like he feels anxiety because he thinks that you don't, you're mad at him sometimes, or you don't, you're upset with him. He kind of thinks that things aren't like the way it should be between you and him. But he's dealing with like family stuff, or he's like talking to family. But like he's just very hesitant and he doesn't want to cause any issues. Like sometimes he feels like kind of like anxiety because he hasn't like dealt with you as much as he wants to, because he's got too much shit going on, like I always tell you. But yeah, I don't see nothing bad. I just see like him trying to do things to get his mind off of other things. Sometimes spirit perverts can watch you shower and stuff. But like I wouldn't know like really, but I think because I'm reading you, spirit's giving me like, confirmation that you just took a shower. I mean, I'm trying not to, go too deep into that because I don't want to see you in the shower because they might show me you, and then Walter's gonna get mad. But yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, everything's cool. He just feels kind of upset that he doesn't have enough time to deal with you all the time. But I'm sure he needs a break from your ass too. Probably, yeah. No, you don't have to. It's cool. He himself is upset because he can't spend more time with you. He's not upset at you. He's upset with himself because he has too much to do and he probably wishes he had more time. That's all. Like I said, I just see like, things being feeling better about how he feels with his family, and he feels like things are going good. I don't really see anything else. It's just him doing what he has to do and him feeling like kind of, upset that he can't spend more time with you. But it doesn't tell me anything bad. So why look any further? If it ain't bad, then don't look. If it's good, leave it alone. And then you asked me about work and I told you about work. But yeah, he just feels bad that he can't see you more often, which I tell you all the time anyway. Yeah. Fiona said I was a crazy person. Fiona be getting crunked up. You're welcome, Maria. Yeah, most people do because they get freedom from their parents. See, so they get to do they're independent. They get to do whatever they want. My oldest sister, she lied to my parents about her boyfriend coming to see her, which is her husband now. But my he went out there without my parents knowing and was tapping into that coochie without my parents knowing. And my parents told him that they don't want him to go out there to see her. She needs to do her work. And he was like, fuck you, I'm gonna lie to you motherfuckers. And we found out that he went. And my sister, she's a bitch anyway, so she lied to my parents as well. And then we found out that he went out there. And my parents are like, yeah, you want to go out there? Well, you can pay for her last year of college then. We're not going to pay for it. You want to lie to us and disrespect us? Fuck you. And I'm glad my parents did that. So he ended up paying for her last semester of college. That was their punishment. Yeah, you want to go out there so bad? Well, you can pay for it then. It came out of her account and his. Yeah. My parents are like, yeah, good. You want to disrespect us? Fuck you. Well, hey, that's life. Oh, your dad was an electrician? Cool. Yeah, same here. I'm an electrician, but I do anything to do with the house. Yeah. Yeah, Maria, it's because I was reading you. That's why I smelled the soap. It's weird because I still smell it. It's probably because you're still here. But it smells like someone just got out of the shower. That's why I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I ain't even going to get a shower yet. But I usually get my shower like, you know, in the afternoon. If I'm working a lot, I'll get a shower. But if not, I'll get one in the morning. I ain't really done anything today because I've been home all day because it rained all damn day. So I knew it weren't me. And I knew it ain't my shirt or anything because, I don't use like, cologne and shit. I'm only on here. I knew it weren't me. That's why I ain't got that soap. I ain't never smelled that soap before. I'm like, the fuck? But it happens sometimes. Sometimes I smell things. But usually it's like spirit. But spirit could have been around, you know? Well, I don't really like taking showers in the morning, but I'll take a shower usually at night before I go sleep. But that's only because I'm working all day. But if I don't work, like today, I didn't work outside because I couldn't. It was raining all day. So I'm not really sweaty or dirty. I've been inside all damn day, you know? So why am I going to get a shower if I'm not dirty? So tomorrow morning, I'll probably get a shower or something. Yeah, that's all. But some people need a shower in the morning so they can wake up. But not me. I don't really like taking showers in the morning. I like taking a shower right before I go to sleep because I'm already dirty as shit anyway. Because I work, outside. But I don't do it. You know, I'm not going to get a shower unnecessarily. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Fiona. As long as you get a bath or a shower, you're good. You know, there's some days, where people are like, fuck it, I'm not dirty, so I'm good. I remember one time I smelled this lady's perfume, and then I ended up tapping into her and giving somebody a medal. One time, my friend Vanessa was in here, and her late husband used to eat raw onions all the time. And I was reading her one day, and I'm like, "What the fuck, man? I smell onions, and I don't even have onions in my house." And she was like, "Oh my god, my husband used to chop up onions every day and eat them raw. That was his thing." And I was like, "You're fucking joking, right?" She's like, "No, I'm dead serious. That's him. You're tapping into him. That's my husband." I was like, "Okay." And it was true too, because I smelled it like 2 or 3 times when he came in. I smelled pure fucking raw onions. And I love onions, but I didn't have any in my house at the time. I even had to check. I'm like, I know I ain't got no fucking onions in here. But I smelled it so strongly, it was crazy. And sometimes I smell cigarette smoke or tobacco smoke. And that's like people that I know, like that used to smoke and stuff. I get the cigarette smoke, and I have all my windows and doors closed, and nobody around here is smoking. But I'll smell the cigarette smoke. Yeah, it's definitely not tea tree oil, but it's definitely soap, like someone just came out of the shower. Like when you have somebody come out the shower and they walk across you and they come next to you, you smell like the soap being lathered on them. That's exactly what I smelled, and I was like, I know that ain't me. It was definitely soap. Yeah, I smelled Maria. But I'll tell you a story about my friend Joanna. She's a psychic, and I knew her for years. I haven't seen her forever. I talk about her from time to time. She taught me like how to deal with mediumship, and she said that one day she was getting a shower, and she's got like big boobs, right? And she's beautiful, right? This is like probably like maybe 15 years ago. And she was like in the chat, and she goes, "I gotta tell you guys a story. I had to chase Spirit out of my bathroom. This motherfucker was in there watching me get a shower." Yeah, I was laughing so much. I said he wanted to see those boobies. He goes, "Yeah, well, too bad." And I was like, "Do you know who he was?" He goes, "Yeah, it was a guy from high school that used to like me, and he always wanted me, and he came in spirit to try and see me." And I was like, "You better get the fuck out of here." So she said she had to stop, put on a towel, and chase his ass out. It was the funniest shit I ever heard. I was like, "You gotta be joking." And she goes, "I'm dead serious, Mark. That bastard. He came in here to try to look at me." Hey, KP, soar like an eagle. It's all good. I'm not mad. I can't be mad. As a Celtics fan, I'm still relishing over the last year's championship. So I'm good. We can't win every year. And we weren't going to win anyway because Tatum got injured. Porzingis ain't really feeling too good. Things didn't go our way this year. But, you know, it's all good. It's life. Just have to wait for next season. But those guys need a good break anyway. They've been playing a lot of basketball, so I'm sure they would love the break. But it sucks, but it's all good. Yeah. Yeah, it's there hasn't been a back-to-back champion in years. So I wasn't expecting it. I kind of knew deep down inside. I mean, even though my predictions in the card says that they were going to go to the next round, but they didn't. Because that's why I don't predict sports, because 9 out of 10 times it's not right. Sports are probably the hardest thing to predict. That's why I don't like doing it. I only did it because people asked me to, but it was wrong. See, I was wrong about it, and I knew I was because that shit's too good to be true. Yeah, even Larry couldn't have done it. But it's all good, you know. It's life. Sports is something that I love a lot, but I'm not gonna get all, like depressed about it if my team loses. Because I know when they win, you gotta celebrate. That's why last year around this time I was one of the happiest people on earth because they were winning and they were about to win the championship and they did. And I just it's been a whole year now I've been celebrating. So it's all good. I'm happy. Even though they lost today by a lot and they got beat up, you know, I still watch the entire game because I know it's the last one I'm gonna see until October. So it's all good. Like, I'm always gonna be a fan. The last time the Celtics won before last year was 2008, and I was there watching it. I saw the first two games of the finals, and then they won, and then it took 16 years for them to win again. So, I'm used to it. I'm used to waiting a long time before they win again. And if it takes that long again, oh well. And there's nothing I can do about it. I just I just tell people when my teams win, I'm happy as can be. And if they lose, it's all good. Yeah. I never went. My sister went. She's older than me, but I was young around that time, but we never had the money to go out there like that. But she went on a class trip when she graduated. They went on a class trip and she went to college out there or went to go see colleges and she ended up going to the old Boston Garden and watching the game. But I'm 48 years old and I've been watching the Celtics since I was born. Because my dad, he's a big Celtics fan and he's 81 and he used to watch all the games on TV. And we used to cheer for the Celtics and I was like young. And I remember like when I was like 8 years old in 1984 and 86 when they won the championship, my neighbors were Lakers fans and we used to watch it over there. It was pretty cool. Okay, cool. Marley said she likes the dad bods, the dads, the soccer dads and the football dads. She goes out there trying to look for one you know, one of them's that's single. But yeah, I've seen over 30 basketball games live. And from 2007 till 2020 was the last time I went. Uh, I've seen at least 30 something games, and I have all the tickets upstairs in an envelope. Yeah, exactly. So I saw the Celtics win championships even when I was young. I remember because they were on TV and my dad was celebrating. But yeah, I live in Bermuda, and I've been to Boston probably 50 times in my life. And I've been to at least 30, 33, I think, or 34 games. I counted it the other day. I think it was 33 or 34 games I've been to. And the last time I went was right before COVID, which was 2020 in January. And I saw them lose the opener to Milwaukee Bucks, and I was so fucking pissed. And then right after that, COVID came, and I never went back since. So it's been 5 years since I went back. But I just like I don't really I haven't traveled in 5 years since COVID and I don't plan to. And when I do go again, I'll probably like go watch a game again or something. But I'm not really in the mood to go anywhere. So what do I think of America? America is the best place for shopping, in my opinion. Because everything's cheaper out there than it is here. and you have a lot more. You have better moles than us, and when people like from Bermuda go to the United States, we go to shop. I go to shop, but I also go to watch sports. You know, and I have family in Boston. I used to go to Atlanta for like I used to go to Atlanta when I was younger. When my best friend moved to Atlanta, he opened up a restaurant and he married this chick out there, and I used to go there like every 3 months. So between Atlanta and Boston, in the last 30 years, I would say, I I've been going to those two places the most in the United States. I've been to the Madison Square Garden. In 1998. I went to go watch a wrestling event, SummerSlam. I've been to the Madison Square Garden to watch wrestling. Me and a couple guys went. I was a big wrestling fan back then too. Bermuda is one of the most expensive places in the world right now, and always has been. We're like in the top 15, 20, I think. We used to be like the most expensive, but not anymore. But we are one of the most expensive places. But we're actually top three most expensive place to live. You know, to live. Yes. Oh, you were there in '78. Shit, I was born in '77. So yeah, yeah, I was born and raised here. I've been here my whole life. My parents are Portuguese. They're from Portugal, but they migrated here. They came here when they were like. My dad was 18 when he came to Bermuda, and then he got married when he was 21 to my mom, and they've been here ever since. Yeah. All right, Maria, take care. Sweet dreams to you too. Wish you the best for this week. Yeah. Yeah, I've been here my whole life. We don't have no American franchises here. Oh, the only American franchise we have in Bermuda is KFC. That's it. There's no like Walmart and all that shit here. We have our own franchises. Bermuda does our own thing, but we pertain to the British. Yeah, we are a British colony, so our passports are British passports. Like we're owned by like our governor is from Britain, from UK. Yeah, we're yeah, we're not independent, but we're governed by a governor from UK. But they tried to go independent, but it would be a big mistake. But yeah, you're welcome, Maria. So yeah, Bermuda's a beautiful place to live, but it's very expensive. But if you've been here all your life like I have, it's a regular day. It's a beautiful place, but it's very expensive. But everywhere is expensive, it's just life. Yeah, there's still horse and buggy rides. Yep. Yep. There when my sister got married, she's divorced now, but when my sister got married, we did horse and buggy on her wedding. That's the first time I ever went on a horse and buggy. Her wedding was horse and buggy instead of cars. It was crazy. Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool. Yeah, but they still have them here. I have a few friends that race horses here. It's a popular thing. The horse track is actually 5 minutes away from where I live. Yeah, it's a place where a lot of tourists come to. A lot of people come here and they work here and they stay here for years, end up marrying somebody and they don't want to go nowhere else. A lot of people love being here. You know. Sometimes when I go to Boston or I go to Atlanta and I tell people I'm from Bermuda, they're like, "What the hell are you doing here?" I was like, "I'm here to watch the game." I'm like, "Oh, okay." They're like, "Oh, okay." Nah, there's like, I'd rather be where you are. I'm like, well, we can trade places. I'll stay here. That's cool. We can swap for a little bit. I want to watch some games. I don't give a fuck about Bermuda. I'm good. Yeah, it's it's nice being here. Well, it doesn't snow here, Fiona. It never has. Not in my lifetime. It never will anyway. They said back in the 1920s it snowed here once, but I don't believe that. But it's possible. I don't know. The coldest I've ever witnessed here in my life was probably like 42 degrees. That was the coldest I remember. And that's not even that cold for you guys, but for me and Bermuda, it is. The highest it gets is 90, but the humidity is ridiculous. It's all the humidity averages 80 to 90% every like other day or every week. Even in the winter, the humidity is always up in the 70s to 80s. That's the one thing. That's the humidity kind of balances out the cold air, you know. So winter time, like maybe our winter is probably like January and February. That's it. And there's days on Christmas where it's 70 degrees on Christmas Day. This year in January and February, I barely wore a hoodie because it was so humid. I didn't even need a hoodie. It was barely cold. This year was not cold at all. This winter was actually like a joke. It was not even cold where I needed a hoodie every day or I needed a jacket or something. It was a bullshit winter. Yeah, snow here, it don't happen, but the cold, like I said, it doesn't get the average temperature here is like in the 70s. Yeah, humidity is the only problem here that I don't like. Yeah, it's good for vacation, but a lot of people come here for vacation. There's people I know that come here every year. But the only, like I tell everybody, the only downfall of living here is hurricanes. In the last 5 to 6 years, we've had some pretty bad hurricanes where it's like, what the hell is going on? In my lifetime, since I've lived here, we've had some devastating hurricanes, and you know, put out power for people for weeks and months. Thank God we have a generator now, so we're kind of okay. But you know, the generator can conk out too, and you're screwed. Do I see celebrities here? Yeah. The when Michael Jackson was alive, he had a house here. And the celebrity that's the most known here is what's his name? Shit. What's his name? Let me see. I think I want to say Michael Keaton or whatever his name is. What's that guy's name? Is it Mike? Oh, Michael Douglas. That's his name. Michael Douglas has a house here. He actually lives here. Um, he's 80 years old now, but he actually lived here for a long time. He actually has a house here, and he lives here like on and off. He has a place here called Longford Estate, and it's the home of Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. It's like a private estate place. Nobody can really go over there. He's got like a lot of security and stuff. But him and his wife are, well, him and Catherine Zeta Jones or whatever her name is. They're like the biggest celebrities that live in Bermuda. And like I said, Michael Jackson used to own a house here too. Yeah. Yeah. So those are the people, the celebrities that live here. Used to, well, I'm sure Michael Douglas still lives here, but because he spoke on the news the other day. But I heard a long time ago that Michael Jackson owned a house here and then he sold it. But he did. Michael Jackson used to come here all the time. Apparently, I never saw him, but apparently he it was like a hush hush type of thing. But yeah, Michael Douglas is not a hush hush thing. Everybody knows he's here. Yeah, he's very popular and very famous. He's got a lot of money. Yeah, he's done a lot of movies. So has she. But yeah, yeah, I can understand the Michael Jackson thing. I mean, I'm sure there's other celebrities that were here, but we won't even know because they don't want people don't want them to know anyway. But a lot of celebrities have been here and visited here. Um, and like a lot of people say that they came here for a vacation and but it's all like on the down low, you know. Michael Jordan's been here before. A lot of basketball players have been here for vacation. Um, I met some wrestlers from back in the day. If anybody knows wrestling, back in the day there was a guy called Junkyard Dog. He was a big black guy. He used to have like a chain around his neck, like, and he used to like use it to like intimidate guys in the ring. He came here. I met him when I was young. Junkyard Dog. Yeah. He came here to Bermuda and they had a big wrestling event. It was him, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hercules, and some other no name guy. I think it was, I can't remember. It was like Terry somebody Bradshaw. I didn't really know him at the time. He was older. He's not a no name guy, but he was like a big name guy, but I didn't know him like that. But so yeah, I met those guys because my dad's best friend was the promoter. His name was Eddie DeMello, and he was the promoter. He brought those guys in and he put on the show. So I told my dad, please tell him like to give me like a let's get like a VIP pass or like I was so young. I barely remember it, but I remember I was so happy like to like um meet those guys. They were like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And I was like, "Hey, I watch you guys on TV. This is so cool." I actually had a picture with them, but it doesn't exist anymore. I told my mom where it is, but she says she don't know. But I used to have a picture of it before this, guys. But yeah, my dad's best friend, he's passed away now, but my dad's best friend, he was a promoter and he used to bring in those people. I also met like a lot of I met a lot of sports people. I don't really meet celebrities and shit like that. I meet a lot of sports people. I've met a lot of sports people. And I've met like a lot of reggae artists, musicians and stuff. I've met a few people here and there. But mostly I've met is sports people. Nobody like of real serious importance to anybody in here, but to me it is. Oh, cool, Dan. Jimmy Snooker was cool. I like that guy. I don't think I can ever be a vegan. No, no, everybody does whatever they want, but I eat vegetables anyway, but I don't think I can ever be vegan. I need meat in my life. But there's some vegans that I know that condemn anybody who eats meat. Meanwhile, they had it in their lifetime at some point in time and act like they don't. They act like they were like born to eat vegetables their whole life. But those are the vegans I don't like that condemn people for eating meat now after they've eaten it before. I don't mind. People can do whatever they want, eat whatever they want. I don't care. I'll never condemn somebody for how you eat. You do whatever you want with your life. If you can't eat meat or you feel like you want to be a vegan, go right ahead. One of my best friends is a vegan, and we eat together sometimes, and he eats what he eats, I eat what I eat. He never says, "Oh, I can't eat meat. I can't watch you eat meat." He would never say that. He doesn't care, you know? But there's some weirdos out there like, "Oh my god, you killed a chicken. Chickens matter." You know, you got these stupid ass people out here that like, "Oh my god, cows have feelings." Tell that to 90% of the world. Uh, but some people are weird like that. They think that, they're doing the best thing in the world by not eating meat. But people that do that are weird anyway. But you can't condemn somebody for what they. Some people need meat in their life because their bodies need it. There's some people that need meat. They can't survive without it because they need the nutrition and the protein and things like that. And there's some people who can't eat meat, so they eat just vegetables or fish. Some people can't eat seafood at all. So it depends on. That's why I don't judge people about what they eat or how they decide to eat because everybody has a different body. Your body adapts to whatever it adapts to. I like salmon and tuna. So nice. I love fish, period. I love eating fish. I can eat fish like every day, but I do eat fish every week. That's for sure. If I can never eat fish again, I'd be devastated. Oh, my is good. Okay, Fiona. That's cool. So what I he asked me if I liked the way I looked. Well, that's the thing. If the doctor ordered you on a vegan diet, then you go for it. And that's what you have to do. It's like my dad. He gets gout a lot, and now he has diabetes. So he has to change, like the way he eats. He doesn't eat red meat no more. All he does is eat like certain fish, and he eats chicken, turkey, and pork. That's it. Those are the things that don't give him gout. But if he ate like a steak, he probably get gout, or he's scared to eat it. Certain fish give him gout. He don't eat lobster or anything like that. I wish he could. But he ate 2 pieces of shrimp the other day and he didn't get nothing happened to him. So he says, "Hey, well, shrimp didn't do anything to me." I was like, "Okay, good. Maybe you should eat, some shrimp sometime." And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to push it." Yeah, my dad's lost a lot of weight, but my dad doesn't even eat vegetables like that. He eats bread and with his meals, and my dad would eat like corn, pumpkin, carrots, but he don't eat no broccoli and mushrooms and like asparagus, and he don't eat salad. He don't like none of that shit. And I'm like, I can't. I can't live without eating vegetables. I love vegetables. Shit, I wish. I love veggies. I like a lot of food, but there's certain foods that I won't eat. I refuse to eat, and I don't feel like I should eat. And that is goat, lamb, duck, and I've eaten rabbit before, but I haven't eaten it in years. But I try not to. I won't eat that anyway. I don't eat certain fish because it's too fishy and nasty. But those are the foods I don't eat and won't eat. A lot of people here in Bermuda eat lamb, leg of lamb, but not me. One of my good friends eat lamb all the time. Like, oh no, no, no thanks. Poor little thing. Mary had a little lamb and you ate that mofo. That's why that saying that damn thing is Mary had a little lamb, but you ate that thing. Poor sight. Yeah, I used to eat rabbit because Portuguese people eat rabbit a lot, but it tastes like chicken to me. And if it's prepared properly, I'll eat it. But I'm not like a fan of it because I love rabbits. I think they're so cute. So I'm not gonna really like want to eat a rabbit. So it's like poor thing, poor bugs, poor Bugs Bunny. Yeah, that sucks to mess up your back. I know all about that. My back's messed up too. And as you get older, it takes longer to heal. That's what I've noticed. The other day, I went, well, not the other day, but I say last week, I had like some of the worst knee pain I've ever had, where I couldn't even like move for like 2 days. Couldn't bend down properly. I couldn't even sleep from the pain. And then now it's fine. Now I don't have any pain whatsoever in my knee. But there's days where like my back is like, what the hell are you doing? And there's times where my knee is like, I'm coming back to haunt you because you've been doing things you're not supposed to. I find that as I got older, my body responds to pain. It takes longer to heal, and and the pain is a lot worse. So I try not to like destroy my back or my knees any further than I already have. But yeah, it's annoying. Then I see my dad walking around with a cane. He already has a knee replacement. He's got arthritis in his hands, and it's like, this is what I gotta look forward to. But thank God I'm okay. I just try and take it easy now. Try not to work as hard labor wise. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel pain, sometimes I don't. You have your good days and your bad. Absolutely, Eagle. I'm definitely gonna do that because my dad is 81, and he when he was my age, he said that he used to have some problems, not back problems, but he had knee problems and stuff like that. I had sciatica for the longest time, and I finally got rid of that. I don't have sciatica no more. I had sciatica in my right leg, and it went from my ass cheek all the way down to my big toe. And then I got worked on a few times from this my friend of mine. She does a lot of like physio, and she got me through it. It took like a while for me to get it going, and she finally solved that issue for me. And then right after that, I did a big job, and I was busting my ass, and then my back got pretty much destroyed. And from time to time, my back gets very stiff, and it was very bad. But that sciatica was deadly. I couldn't even sleep. That's why I got it dealt with. And then now my main problem is my lower back and my calves. My hamstrings and my calves, my lower back and my lower legs are a big problem. They can be like they can be very annoying. It hurts. And then my knees, I've always had problems with my knees because I had motorcycle accidents, you know. So it comes and goes, but I if I go on a ladder, it'll be worse for me because I work on a ladder many times to hang lights because I do electrical. So when I go hang a fan and I'm on that ladder for a good minute and good couple minutes, it hurts the next day even more because when you're on a ladder, your lower back is like constantly like because people say, well, how is your back hurting if you're on a ladder? I said because when you're on a ladder, your legs are like on the ladder and you're holding yourself in a balance, and I gotta go like this, and when I go like that and then move my back and I'm twisting like this and twisting like that to put a fan up or a light, your back is destroyed. You don't tell me you go in a U seat. Yeah. Yeah, you get like spasms. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my dad's been in Bermuda for over 60 years. Yeah. And my grandparents were here already. My grandparents were here like 100 years ago, pretty much. My dad's been here for 63 years, but my grandfather was here probably like maybe 40 years before that. And then my grandfather died when he was 62. And then my grandma died when she was 94. And they lived in Bermuda like majority of their life too. So I would say probably like almost 100 years my family's been in Bermuda since my grandparents. And then my mom's family, they're all from Portugal, but they never really came to Bermuda like that. My uncle came here to work for a couple years. A couple of my uncles came here to work when we were like when Bermuda how was booming with construction and stuff. So sheetrock. Well, sheetrock I used to do when you do the pot lights, right? Ego, I actually use that. It does work, but you know what works better than that is rubbing alcohol. That's what works for me. I use that Arnica stuff or whatever it's called. I use that. I have it upstairs. That did help me. But I find that when I use rubbing alcohol, it works even better because that's what my mom taught me to use, and my dad used it too, and it does work for me. But it'll never get rid of the pain because you work. If you're not doing anything, then probably yeah. But then the holding rock love sheets, right? I used to get like when I put pot lights in a ceiling, you would have to hold the rock love. I would put like a pencil mark around the pot light on the actual casing, and then push the rock love to it, like the sheet rock to it, and then bring it down, cut it with the hole saw, and push it back up. I used to do that as well, and I used to do it on staging or scaffolding. Yeah, I did a 2-story house one time, and my back was destroyed after that damn job. It was a fucking pain in the ass. I've done so much bullshit work, man. I'm tired of it. All right, Eagle. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Don't be a stranger. Come by and talk to us. You too. Have a good night. Yeah. Yeah, Dan, that's something that I did at this other job. Like I would tell, but see, I used to tell the guys who did the sheetrock when they did a ceiling for the pot lights, I used to tell them, look, um I'm going to there's a screw on the arms. Once you set the light, you have to like screw there's like a screw that holds the arm of the actual light. So I would screw it, hold it there, and sometimes I would duct tape it so that way it won't move. So it'll all be even after they put up the rock log, like the rock sheet, the sheet rock. We call it rock log here. And I would tell, they would say, well, how are we gonna mark it? I'm like, you gotta get some pencil or you get like a little bit of Vaseline so that way you can mark the hole, and then you use a hole saw to drill it, and then you push it back up, and then the hole's made, and you ain't gotta worry about it no more. Yeah, 5/8 rock. Yep, same here. Yeah, we did my mom's ceiling with that rock sheet rock and all that. We call it, like I said, we call it rock love here, but same shit. Actually, let me see if I have the. I don't think I took a picture of the rock of the sheet rock, but I did my mom's ceiling with my friend Mike, and we did her ceiling out of sheet rock. I wonder if I have the picture. I think I took all these pictures off of here because there was too much pictures on my damn phone. I just realized what time it is. Shit. Let me get my ass to sleep. But I can do pretty much anything to do with a house, you know. Yeah, here we go. I got a picture right here. See, Dan, look. See the sheetrock? That ceiling, that part of the ceiling, that's my mom's ceiling. It came down during the hurricane when there was a leak on our roof, and it came through the ceiling and destroyed the ceiling. You can see the sheets of rock. It's called, we call it rock lava or sheetrock. It's like 2 by 4. Sometimes there's 3 by 4 sheets, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets there. So we just nail it up. We actually use like nails. Sometimes we use screws, but we use stainless steel screws so it don't rust through the actual plaster. So after we put up the rock loft, then we plaster it. See? Hey, let me see if I can get it here. That's Then we plaster it. See, that's the plaster. We had to cover everything up, the cabinets, and then my friend and I plastered it all up. He did majority of it. Makes a lot of mess. Boy. But yeah, I'm glad I had that picture to show you. But yeah, that's a pain in the ass, man. We be fucking that so much crazy. KP, you said if you don't mind, can y'all check out this song and tell him we need more music ASAP? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, we lightly sanded it afterwards and then put like 3 coats of paint on it. 1 coat of primer and 2 coats of paint. But yeah, afterwards we take a broom. When it's dry the next day completely, we take a broom, like a hard broom, and we just like wipe off, we like sweep off like the excess sand, and then after that we take like one of those the pole sanders, and we just go like that and just sand it down real fine, so that way it blends in with the original the original paint, the original sealant. And then when we painted it twice, it came out perfect. I mean, you can still see like the blemish, but that's never gonna go away unless you take the whole ceiling down, which we weren't gonna do. What time is it here? It's 1:37 a.m. It's time for me to go sleep. I shouldn't even be up this late. I should be going to sleep. I'm gonna get out of here now anyway. So yeah. So yeah, Dan, that's what we had to do. Here we don't really use drywall and mud. We do it that way. We use the sheetrock and we plaster it. It makes for a better, stronger ceiling anyway. That's the way it is. Here in Bermuda, all the ceilings are like that unless you want drywall. But then you have to tape it, you have to mud it, you have to sand it. So I mean, it's drywall is a lot easier, and it's 8x4 sheets, so it'll cover it more. You don't have to do too much. But here it's just a thing to do it, but like sheetrock and plaster. It's like the way it is because we have a lot of tray ceilings here. We don't have a lot of flat ceilings. Like here, where my ceiling is, it's a flat ceiling. In my kitchen, it's a flat ceiling, and then upstairs, it's a tray ceiling. It's like it's flat and it's got like 4 trays on the side, like. So that's how it is here. But it's a pain in the ass to plaster that shit. If you don't mix it right with like some gyp, you don't mix the gypsum up right, then it'll go hard and then it'll start dropping off and shit. You gotta be like a legend. Yeah, like a peak roof, yeah, like something like that, yeah. We call it trays. Like it's like angled on the sides and then it's flat. It's flat and then angle here, angle there, angle here, and angle here. Yeah. Some people say tapered, some people say angled, some people say peaked. It's whatever, like. But yeah, that's how it is here. A lot of ceilings are like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get in my bed. Tomorrow's gonna be a crazy day. I really hope my team wins and then I can celebrate. But I'll be here tomorrow night because everybody's going out tomorrow. So I'll be here. I should be here during the day too and at night. So, but yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. And thanks for having good conversation and stuff. And talking about all sorts of stuff. I like talking about different things. So, Fiona, Dan, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know who else is in here. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, good night. Take care.